Hello everybody, welcome. Let's just get into this. Oh yeah.
Let's go to the final game. You get to decide where that battle happens. And Kato will decide to go back on, I want in this stage. I'm picking this stage.
Back to where he got his first W. I mean, I like it. Maybe this is also his area of comfort. This is his stomping ground where he does his training mode regimen. That regimen. That could be the case here. But here we go, Devil's Pit. DBP has a bit of experience. He's got a feel of how K-Top likes to approach on this stage. So let's see what happens. And again, K-Wisp, we've got that throw. No 1+2 break whatsoever, and instantly we start at the wall. K-Top in trouble.
Definitely, but down for 1-4, staying in the game right now. There again, power crush, but it's a trade, not the worst thing, but nice step. Oh, but the wall messes up the back to 2-string, but
it's classic wall mishaps.
Oh, the best combo. Oh, the strings, the bob strings you never see. No one's ever prepared for them.
I was going to say, he looks a bit unfamiliar there with that low conversion.
I think that's the first time I've seen that string.
Crouch dash one. Man, he's really going in now. It's not looking good for K-Top.
Definitely.
Half the match gone already. 1.5 rounds down.
No duck there. Hell's momentum clearly.
No. Set point DBP.
But we have the infinite stage. This K-Top really has to make the most of this infinite. Use the space into his advantage. Has to make the most of this infinite. Use the space into his advantage. Oh,
wow. Look at this. Forcing him into error now, pressuring him into a mistake and taking full advantage. In DBP, the strategy is clear that he's trying to play in a way that doesn't allow K-Top to get access to his best tools and best strategies, and he's using it really well right now.
This game is all DBP right now. K-Top cannot do a thing, but he gets a launch. This is the journey of a million miles begins with a single step. I know it's not a million miles, but this feels like it.
Let's start with one at a time. 1 foot before the other. It's called walking. Let's do it. And K-Top with only a bit of health left. Can't afford to get hit by anything. Oh my goodness me. One more hit's going to do it.
Okay,
there's the race drive.
Very tough right now. More plus frames.
Oh, and there's the low. You talked about K-Wiz. That's what you mentioned.
I think a back one might kill. No!
Oh, no. One more hit's going to do it. 7 seconds left.
No, the keeper!
The double KO.
Oh my goodness me, what a climax.
The
double KO. I mean, you won, but you didn't really lose either. Oh, it's just too much. It's too much. Oh, DBP's going to be happy with that trade all day, every day. He'll take that. 2 games to 1. DBP takes it. What a close final round that was. Started out bleak, but K-Top brought it all the way back just down to a pixel for both players. And unfortunately, draw games, man.
It hurts, but I feel like DBP he looked so strong in those final 2 games, especially that final game. Everything was going in his way.
He really turned up the heat in that last game. That's for sure.
So K-Top can't really have complaints for just letting himself get rolled. And there's still the lower bracket. K-Top will still be able to compete down there.
Indeed.
And if anything, watching him in the Evo warm-up finals means that this is someone I have confidence in to be able to do well, do strong. But DBP, we expected this kind of performance from him, and he didn't disappoint. He'll move on to the winners semi-final.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was one of the illuminated names in the bracket when people saw the lineup, initially, right? Just to bear in mind, the tournament was single elim, but from top 8, it's double elim. So all the people that you see losing this first round matches are still in the tournament. They're not out like the ones before. Let's head over to the bracket and have a look at the standings so far. Of course, DBP there going up 2-1 will move forward in the winners bracket, moving into winners semi-final. There he is alone, waiting for the opponent of Relinquished and I believe Guni.
Yes. So a little update on the bracket. So it looks like Guni actually did win over Just Dragon. So that's kind of the way we expected that to go out. And I think the prospect of a winners semi-final of Guni versus DBP is, I feel like that's a game and a half right there. That is a Tekken Tour Masters event grand finals.
It really is.
Level. Both of those two have huge names under their belt. DBP taking out players like Saint, best in Germany, Steffi Black. Gurney taking out the best in the world. Players like Jimmy J. Tran and Speed.
9 straight rounds, by the way.
Yes,
9 straight rounds.
That was. Did you commentate that game?
I was actually commentating that. I couldn't believe my eyes because Jimmy J. Tran is such a strong player. Not even just at Tekken, just all different fighting games. He's so good, and to have it come down to a match where you're playing in a best of 5 set, and then I think Jimmy J. Tran won a round or a game. But then once Gunny got going, it was literally just 9 straight rounds, just sort of steamrolled him. So,
I think it was Gunny tried Geese first.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. And then so then Jimmy took that game quite easily, and then he went straight to Jack, and then it was just 9 straight, which was just crazy, right? Especially as the US has Anakin, who's a very, very strong Jack player, but of course different styles. Very, very different styles. So yeah, guys, if you want to get involved, sign up. Compete.playstation.com, be a part of the tournaments. The open monthly series is continuing, and there are 3 new games added: Tekken 7, Guilty Gear Strive, and Auto Chess. Definitely jump on and get involved.
The thing is here as well, we talk about Gunny. I think one thing that we have to measure our expectations for is Gunny is someone who doesn't like to use Jack online. That Jack is probably his strongest character, the one everyone knows him for, but if we do see him today, there's a potential he doesn't pick Jack at all. He likes to play other guys. He'll play Paul. He'll play Paul, Gigas. I've seen him use a huge variety of characters that is not Jack. I think most recently he competed in ICFC using Nina. Most recently.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay.
Turned up using the Nina. So it is. We could see any character from at this point. And he'll be going up against Relinquished. And if you paid attention to the EVO warm-up finals, those of you at home, Relinquished is the name we did see from the UK, repping that Armor King and Heihachi, the JDCR team. The JDCR tag team between the Armor King and the Heihachi, very young player from the UK. And he is someone who, I'm not biased, but like the UK player,
completely unbiased commentary, guys. Completely unbiased commentary. UK.
Just I'm not rooting for him, but I just hope he does well. I feel like that's fair.
You're not cheering for him, but you don't mind if he wins either, right?
Yeah, I might cheer here and there, but it's just a reflex. I can't help it. But going up against one of the best in France in Gunny, that's a tall task at best.
I feel like Armor King and Heihachi players these are these tech guys, I feel like if you main Armor King or you're someone who likes technical, you want to get stuck into a really technical character. Do you know what I mean? They're not simple pick up and play characters. Both of them are the same for that, right? You have to learn very intricate things. You have to learn naughty throws. You have to learn really unique execution movement, and so it's a really interesting combination. I've always thought that team was pretty cool on Tekken Tag 2 as well.
And honestly, seeing him play at the EVO warm-up finals, he was putting out the crazy stuff. The wall tech, some combos I had never seen before. I feel like Tekken 7 is kind of an old game at this point. When you're doing things that I still haven't seen yet, that means you're a player I want to keep my eye on.
Definitely.
So I hope to see a lot of Relinquished today.
I think when I heard Heihachi and Armor King, that also made me think of Legendary Mihawk. He's also a Heihachi player that also has a very good Armor King as well, right? So yeah, I don't know what the attraction is with these. People that like one usually like the other as well.
It's the Tag 2 JDCR team that always play Armor King Heihachi, right?
Yeah, it probably is. Probably is.
But Mihawk is definitely someone I think is a bit of a blueprint if you want to look at for how to sort of play those characters. He's someone who's also been having some big performances as well recently, so maybe Relinquish is a Mihawk fan, who knows. But definitely someone, if you want to watch and learn those kind of characters, someone I would definitely keep my eye on is Legendary Mihawk. But today we go watch Relinquished, and he is a very I feel like Armor King in general is a very entertaining character. When you see him from the moment he does one of his intros to his new Tekken 7 redesign, he is definitely someone that that the moment he's on the screen, people take notice when Armor King is on the screen.
Definitely. I mean, he could actually just invite Legendary Mihawk to his house and have him play. Could also happen. No. Relinquish will try and get the W fair and square, indeed, and especially with those two characters, it's an honest player. So yeah, I mean, I think Armor King's had an interesting road. He started out with people saying, "Oh, he's not that good." Armor King's not that good. You can launch his sidestep 2. It's not strong. You can just lame him out. He doesn't have anything effective. He doesn't have good lows. And I think he's come a long way in terms of development, because now we do see him in tournaments. There was a time we didn't really see Armor King in tournaments, especially not in top 8s. But now we see him everywhere. And, we see him in Europe, we see him in East Asia. So I do really enjoy his character development.
I mean, Armor King suffered from. I remember talking to Dinosaur specifically about Armor King a while ago. And for those who don't know, Dinosaur is a wealth of knowledge around the UK and someone that I've learned a lot from and helped me become the player and commentator I am today. I remember speaking to him about Armor King. What he said about the character is the reason why he quote unquote sucks now is because back in Tag 2, what made him so good were his generic tools: strong down forward 1, strong down forward 4, strong pokes. But when you come to Tekken 7, so many characters have those strong tools now. You know, it doesn't make exactly. And so it's a case of like he's kind of redundant. Like, why play Armor King when you can play Steve, who also has a good down forward one?
Has all those things and all loads of other stuff as well, including unblockables. And it's true. It's true. I think it's an acquired taste. I think people that pick up Armor King today, it's definitely more of an acquired taste. Like they're just fans of the character or the style, or you know, or it's an old pastime from Tekken Tag or one of the earlier Tekken games. But I do, with that said, though, still think that he is a viable character, especially as Tekken 7 can be a very volatile game. When you look at what can happen with the impact of having a rage drive or, you know, rage art, looking at different wall carries, what you can do at the wall. Armor King doesn't have a bad wall game, you know? So I think that, I think that he's still effective, even though his prowess of tools is not as strong as it could be, you know, because everyone else is kind of, you know, I don't know, been built up to have a similar toolkit than to what he has. But yeah, I think he's still a very viable character, and also character knowledge is so powerful. If the player doesn't know your character, you can win for free. So there's lots of things, and with 40 plus characters, it's almost possible to know everybody, unless you're one of those, unless you're in that 1% of players that do.
Yeah, but we did all that talk of Armor King and Relinquish, but I'm actually finding out our next team is actually going to be Grey King versus Isaac Frias instead.
Oh, okay.
And
with the
we got Farkum
with the Farkumram and Brian Fury. All right, let's see. This is going to be good. Battle of the Kickboxers.
Yeah, this is interesting as well because these are two names I have not heard of going into the tournament. And also, they weren't. I didn't find much in them when I was researching. Also, going through the Evil Womp as well. So this is completely new. And I think this is also an interesting game because one thing people said about Farkum Ram when he first came out is he's just kind of an easy Brian. You know, he has the same 3+4, if not better.
Oh, insane 3+4. Probably best in the game.
He has a better setup. His taunts, you know, at the wall, he's unblockable.
Oh, back one.
Yeah.
Wait a second. What is going on? Is he going to let him play? Grey King.
Okay, nice combo there.
Wow. For a second, I didn't know if we were going to see Isaac Frias press a button. I'm like, no.
So strong. Now here we go. Fact wall game is so strong. Gets all this is going to wall spat as well. Nice combo.
Nicely evened up the life and even taking the lead. Looking to take the round now. Pressuring him against the wall. Breaking in trouble. Goes for the rage drive, but no dice.
And that downfall one is such a troublesome move because, you know, that guy's downfall one and standing 3, both 13 frame mids. So the moment you block them, you're in a mix-up. So,
right, looking for the opening here. 3+4. Oh, goes for the orbital, but it gets whiff punished.
Now back 4 plus frames here. There it is. Finishes the string.
Yep, back 1. Looking for the 1+2. Doesn't step after that though. Oh. Trying to find the whiff punish. And he's eating all kinds of pressure against the wall here. Isaac Frias looking to double his lead.
That's race now. He went for the taunt, and I like that reaction there from Isaac. Just straight away, I'm just going to jab you. I'm not going to let you get your taunt. Straight away, they're very smart.
Very smart indeed. All right, so after that explosive start, Isaac Frias has just literally taken over here. I am commandeering this vehicle, sir.
Alright, back from the plus frames. Finishes the string. Gonna get a combo. Should we go to the...
Oh.
No.
Buttons.
Alright,
back one.
Doesn't finish the down one time.
Magic account. No!
You have to delay that last hit.
He's falling apart here.
Oh, hell sweet.
Getting schmicked.
Back one plus frames. Shades of Misery though. What's the Oki?
Yep.
Oh no. He gets a pick up. Break available.
And he stops the rage drive. He needed to get that out of the way. Finally gets around now.
One thing I'm noticing though, and I don't know if Isaac is going to catch on to it, nice duck and punish there, is whenever Isaac is standing 3-1, breaking will always do a down jab straight after every single time. And if Isaac, there it is again, if Isaac catches on to that, could be big.
Of course, the Vorang player understands when players want to do down one. I like that. I like that. I see that. I see that. All right, so pressure against the wall now. Isaac Frias. Oh,
the hatchet.
Nice duck, but no punish in time. A bit slow on the last standing one.
All right,
Let it
muck
rip.
punch. Like he just wants to do another back forward just to end this. But the slash kick
well, that will
instead.
end it. Slash kick. 2-2. He ties up Grey King, bringing it back. The down one interrupt. It's starting to hurt here. But there's a launch.
Side step 4. We are going to the wall.
Starts
Messes
the
up the
launch, trying to
combo.
focus on early. Oh
Down
man,
4.
look at this onslaught. It's a break.
Oh, but the 3+4. This isn't going to be it, but it's going to be close. The down forward once, and then the down forward ends it
look
with
at
a
the
perfect.
range on that.
That's such a strong start there from Isaac, and the perfect
Crazy,
as well.
crazy game there.
No, people say so Ryan, you're gonna know this, right? Like people say we call the perfect 7 golden letters. But
Yes.
apparently, well, I think like Starstream and Cobra Commander back, they used to, it was actually 7 yellow letters. Like
describing the color of the number of letters came from Tekken Tag 1. And in Tekken Tag 1, the letters were actually yellow. It's only from Tekken 5, I think, onwards, when the letters had a darker tint, which was gearing towards more of a goldish color. But originally the phrase was 7 yellow letters. That was the original phrase from Tekken Tag 1 times. But yeah, now it's like become 7 golden, and people use it on different games and all that. But yeah, it started in a very small arcade in London, and with a few guys shouting 7 yellow letters, and yeah, that's where it all began.
See, that's the thing. So I remember a while ago speaking to Cobra Commander. He was like, you know, it was actually 7 yellow letters, blood. Like, it was actually like back in my day. But yeah, that was a great start there from Isaac. I think what we're not seeing enough from Grey King is I feel like he's not ready for Falcon Rum. You know, he's
it does
obviously
look like that, yeah, because what you'll notice is Falcon Ram doesn't get to do much, and then you'll see like once he starts getting going, there's almost no defense. And even when something is accurately predicted, like he ducked the high, not ready for the punish, you know, that could have been while standing one, that could have been Fisherman Slam, that could have been lots of things into big damage, but he just wasn't prepared. And I just think that, yeah, like you say, another indication of the lack of knowledge in the matchup is that he's attempting to rush him down really quickly. Like we saw in the opening of the set where he just went in guns blazing, tried to not even let him press a button, right? But then once that got flipped around, then it was really, really uphill. So yeah, it can be a question of, you know, the game has a lot of characters, man. It's hard to be ready for everyone. It really is. Even if you're an avid player that plays every day, it's just a very, very difficult mission.
I've always said, though, I feel like when it came to like Falcon Rum and Leroy, because they were such terrors when they came out, you can only blame yourself if you don't know the matchup. Like, everyone needed to know how to deal with these characters. Yeah. They were everywhere. Everyone was playing them. You're not going to avoid them. You have to learn how to deal with these characters. And if Grey King loses this, only got himself to blame.
Very true. Very true. Cannot deny any of that. Yeah, smart words. I mean, you know, you don't know who you're going to come up against, so you try and learn everyone. You know, that's the answer to that. You try and learn as many matchups as possible. Obviously, you're only going to get so far, but with each tournament, hopefully, you've learned something that you didn't know the last tournament, and that's the idea.
Here we go now. We're going to the Forgotten Realm stage. Grey King not electing to pick a stage. Then Random's like doing the work for him. So.
4-3. Ooh.
Oh, that is
jet upper.
Just late.
That was actually the right punish, though. It's such a shame.
I mean, that's what you said earlier, right? Like, it's just late on the punishes.
I think he should just opt for while standing 3 if he's not confident on the while standing 1 timing. It's a bit slower. Oh man, he's getting chipped away here. Chipping away at that tree.
Big back 1, not the best punish there. It's minus 15, but we saw earlier his punishment is not on point right now.
Trying to find damage elsewhere though. Oh man, these big lows coming in.
That's down jab there to interrupt.
The favor.
Before no punish, and then the interrupt, the throw not broken, and that's going to be the round for Isaac.
Man. Rage drive broken, throw not. Alright. Oh man, big chunky launcher. Down we go.
Breaks it for immediately. Should get another wall splat here. Nice combo as well. Keeping it simple. The down 4-4-3 doesn't break the floor there.
Great interrupt there. Breaking under some pressure now against the wall. Trying to fight back. There's the 1-4 with the back 1 follow up. Nice block on the low.
Okay,
and he gets him this time.
Okay, this is going to be a lot of damage. Exactly what Grey King needs. Should go to the wall. He's going to break the floor.
No. A little bit late on the hit, so we didn't go downstairs.
Finishes the string. Nice punish there. 3-4. And one more hit. It looked like he went for orbital right.
Like he was trying to leave the ground.
it looked like he had the read. He just wasn't fast enough.
Oh man, that's so unfortunate. Might have been something a bit slower, like upward 3 or something. All right, so potential final round here for Isaac Frias, looking to take it 2-0, unless Grayking can stop him.
3-4, down 4, everything working right now.
Everything hitting, all the lows hitting. Great sidestep.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Finally
There
gets the
it
while
is.
standing one punish.
Should go to the wall. Is he going to break the floor? He breaks it before the wall. Northern cross? No. Oh, the jet upper. That's it. Looking at Grey King's round right now. 3-4 finishes the string.
One more hit. Oh no!
That's
Kaiwis. There was no break on the throw.
You know what's interesting as well there, Ryan, is that 1-4 he did to punish the while sending 3-4, his double knees. That was actually recently nerfed. And before the nerf, that would have actually wall splat in that situation, and it would have been Isaac's round anyway. So, yeah, that was just that was a bit of a tear there from Isaac. Definitely Grey King.
He definitely had that round, and I feel like Grey King had been fighting so hard to just try and get a round going, because once you get a round and you can start building back, get momentum on your side, but it was all in his grasp, and then that one last throw just shut him down, and it took a chunk as well. Did you see the damage of that last hit? It took a chunk. So yeah, really, really unfortunate. But shout outs to Isaac Frias, definitely came prepared, brought the aggression. He brought the momentum, and he was hitting hard, and I think that the strategy was good too. And I think you could see with the certain strings that he was using that he knew that Grey King didn't really have a clean window into all of the things in Falcon Ram's arsenal. But let's jump into the bracket and have a look at where we are now in the standings. Yep, there we go. So Bob and Falcon Ram into that winners semi, position.
And then look at this as well. So we still have that Gunny game waiting, and someone who I'll be excited to see actually is Lisandro.
Lisandro, exactly.
Yeah. Another player from the UK, and someone who has very recently been doing a lot of damage in online ICFC tournaments as well, has some big wins over there. Let's see if we can continue that momentum right here.
Yeah, this is where it all comes to. I think having tournaments come more often, allows you to really exercise your tournament brain, because there's regular casual brain and there's tournament brain, two different things. People come into a tournament and suddenly forget all their punishes, they forget all their launches, they forget all their combos, they forget all their round enders, because the pressure is different. So it's great that these players are getting more opportunities thanks to Sony, to come into these tournaments that are open and be part of. And you have to remember, these guys have actually been in a tournament before this to just qualify for this. Getting to that top 16 slot allowed them positioning in this Open Series monthly final. So there's something on the line where people want to do better than the other players, not just a regular tournament, but hey, I'm the best out of the guys that qualified, it's me. So yeah, this is really, really going to be cool. Lisandro, man, making some moves here.
Remember everyone, this right here is the PlayStation Open Series final for July. The best players have been competing over on Sony. You guys can also sign up and get involved at compete.playstation.com. Maybe one day you'll be here on the big stage. These players have been working hard. We're in the final top 8 bracket right now. We've had our first 2 games, only 2 games left in the winners quarterfinal. And I can't call the way these games are going to go. I have a sliver of a feeling how things are going to go, but you can never be too sure with the way these things go. Isaac looking incredibly strong right now, someone to definitely keep your eye on. But with players like Lisandro, Gunny, Relinquished, DVP in the bracket, it's going to be very hard to pick out that one name that is really going to be the shining star to take everything.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm starting to get an idea of what to expect, but obviously we need to see the other matches from this first round of top 8, and then we'll have a bigger insight into what is potentially to come here in this top 8. But yeah, looking really good so far. Very fast paced. We saw that first set where it was a bit more about spacing, it was a bit more about timing, it was about waiting and being a bit more cunning. And then we saw that last match, which was complete explosion, just go in, put it all out there, big launches, starting with windy haymakers, and just everything happened there. So we've already seen an array of strategies in just those first 2 sets.
Yeah. And I think, I think that last game really just demonstrated how important just the matchup knowledge is. You've got to know how to deal with certain characters, a wide variety of characters, because when someone like Falcon Ram is coming at you full steam ahead, you need to know which way you're supposed to move, when to duck, when not to duck. I feel like that's something people sort of gloss over when learning to deal with characters. So it's important that you focus on these things, or else you can get run over a bit crazy like that.
Yeah, especially in a best of 3, you don't have a long time to adapt. Even if you do know the matchup, there's things that your opponent might do that give you something to think about. So you need to give yourself space to think. And one of the best ways of creating space in a short set is by having more knowledge.
And next up, we have the guy that we talked a lot about earlier. Both of them as well, Relinquished and Gunny. Gunny is probably, you know, a favorite to do well here.
Gigas though, the Gigas pick.
I said it, he
Boss, you
doesn't
can
like
get-
to play Jack online. He's not a fan of it, and it looks like Gigas is the option for today. Let's see, see how he does against Relinquish playing the Armor King instead of Heihachi. Straight away,
Going
go for the multi
throw straight away. Get off me.
What,
Says
broken?
Goonie. What?
Oh,
No,
does
I'm
it
staying
again?
On.
Does it
I like
again?
robots.
Different option this time. I like it.
Breaks the leg. It gets some nuts and bolts out of that robot.
For the
Ooh,
run,
on the
too
floor.
nice. Great OP.
Shoulder barge.
Goes
These
down
colours are
back
so
three
crazy
into
on
the
this
giant
stage.
swing. I think this is it if he gets the wall.
Straight into giant swing. Yeah, guaranteed. No tech rolling allowed with that wall splat. Wow,
Very-
first round. Very confident round as well. Oh,
Again,
oh my god,
the
what's
chain
going
throw.
on?
Again, different option this time.
He's
I feel like
mixing it up.
I feel like I know how this game's gonna go, right?
I wonder if he's going to do another multi-throw at the beginning of this round. I just want to see that now. Okay,
Oh
what?
no, just the two throws straight up this
Underneath,
time.
that was sick.
Just grab him.
That was, yeah. I think he's got a throw challenge. How many times can I throw this guy in tournament? Wait a second.
Multi-throw
Look
again.
at this.
Nice whip on his from
Relentless.
Goody.
Another one?
stop.
This
You
time
know
he
what?
mixes it up.
You know what, Ryan? I love that. I love that. I'm gonna throw you. Then when you try and duck because you don't want to guess anymore, I'm just gonna
Wait,
hop
multi-throw,
it.
multi-throw. If he did it again, that would have been too much.
Launch. Oh, that is not the punish you want there. Actually, launch punishable there. But still a great start here from Relinquished.
Wow. He's doing really good, yeah. This guy looks like he has a strategy and it's really paying off right now.
But can't break throws himself. That could be big. Running two, Goody running all this round here.
Goody running away with it at the moment. Look at the damage he's taken this round.
Big whiff punish. One more hit should do it for
Gonna do
Goody.
it. Yeah,
Very
keeps
smart.
it safe and simple. Down and 4. Yo, that would have been some evil whiff punish if we did a high or mid.
Yeah, very unfortunate there. The dark upper there.
What?
That uppercut is actually a high, so Goody was crouching. It didn't work.
Didn't work.
Wanted.
Oh, okay.
1-2-1. The down back 2. Big low there from Goody.
Yeah.
I want to see more throws relinquished. That's what got
Yeah,
you
I don't
those
know why he
rounds.
stopped doing it. I don't know why he stopped doing them. They were all working. Look, he's looking for it. He's looking for it.
Or two. Just trying to keep him
what's
away
that
right
for?
now.
Man, the backdash. The backdash, what they are doing. What the fuck?
Trying to score the dark
plus
upper.
frames. Cartwheel
Okay.
into the Shawn Michaels elbow, and there's
And
the
there's the dark
upper.
upper finally.
Oh, I love that
What?
combo
That
into the
was sick.
setup.
I ain't seen that ender. Oh,
Nice.
Shining Wizard, but it's reversed. And
Again.
another one. Great break from Goonie here.
1-2. Goody has the
Oh,
life
and
lead
he
right now.
might have
What you
given
do
him
to
a round
relinquish?
from that.
The jab. Stay away. Stay away.
Oh, 1 second rage up.
Oh, what? The health.
What?
The extra 5 health. The Herodic Air buff wasn't enough, but great with punish
Oh,
there
man.
from
It's
Relinquish.
a heartbreaker. That
Again,
1
that same
second
combo?
rage out would have been clutch.
Look at this movement here from Relinquished. Really trying to flex. Breaks the throw this time.
Yep, get off me.
And he's going to throw Goody back. I'm calling it now. He will do that. Stop throwing
He
him. I'm going to
wants
throw
it. He's
you.
got,
Okay?
he's got almost half bar. He wants the other half. Now back 2. Oh, goes for another one. No punish though. On the block.
That's one thing I'm seeing from Relinquish. His block punishment isn't fantastic. His whip punishment
Giant
is
swing, no break, Hayward.
the
gonna
dash
get
into
the
the
full
giant
one.
swing as well. No tech.
Oh my days, no tech either. And he went for another one.
Oh.
And there's the hop kick, and that is going to be the game. Relinquished. 3-2 over Gigas. Man,
That-
this Armor King's not messing about.
That was. If I'm gonna start any game against someone with a name like Goody, that's exactly how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna run in your face. I'm gonna throw you. You break that throw, I'm gonna throw you again. Then I'm gonna throw you again. Then I'm just gonna throw you again. Then he went what 2-3 rounds without doing any throws and just brings it back at the end. I mean, he clearly had a game plan.
He started all the rounds with multi-throw in the beginning. It's like, what? I mean, if you start that many rounds with multi-throw, hop kick's guaranteed at a certain point. Like, you're getting hop kicked. Like, you're not going to keep taking the multi-throws. So, yeah,
And that's-
really interesting strategy there.
That's kind of the scary thing about the multi-throws. For those of you at home that may not know, to break throws in Tekken, it depends on which arm comes at you. So if the left arm comes out, it's a 1 throw. If it's the right arm, it's a 2 throw, and both arms is 1+2. But King and Armor King is special because they have throws that look like 1+2, which could be 1 or 2, and that makes them really scary to deal with. But there's actually a little trick to tell which throw comes at you with Armor King. When he's doing a multi-throw, if the camera angle actually changes and zooms in, that means he pressed 1 and you break it with 1. If the camera angle stays exactly the same, that means he actually did 2 for the multi-throw and you break it using 2. So that's just a little trick for you guys there to learn how to. I mean, you can't react to it, but that's just, you just know which one they did at the end, so you know you didn't get robbed with a break.
Exactly. And the thing is also not to let your opponent get into a comfortable position where they feel they can just do that on you flexibly. Like make it difficult. Throw out mids, throw out moves that give you space to get away, sidestep, or to counter their move. Because obviously, if you see that crouch dash motion and you have time to do a hop kick or something that launches, you will beat the throw if you're quick enough. So it's really important to be prepared for when you play King, Armor King, even Nina, or any character that has multi throws. So yeah, always a good one to watch out for.
Yeah, and that's so. Listen, if I'm Gunny right now, my first thought would be, I need to stuff this guy. I think Gunny, one thing, more jabs. I think Gigas's jab range is so good, it can really just keep Armor King away and not let him get into that position. Just stay away from me with those jabs. But Gunny goes for a character change, is straight to the pool. Straight to the pool.
Phoenix, okay.
And
maybe you heard me about the hop kick. Maybe you heard me. Yeah.
I definitely agree with this decision as well. Paul, a very explosive character, great damage. One thing's interesting is Paul's death. This is a bit interesting because there are some characters that can't really launch it, can't punch it properly. Armor King has a consistent punish on Paul's death fist with a forward 1+4 shoulder that's going to hit 90% of the time.
It's got crazy range, good damage. It gets the knockdown and he runs in for Oki. So yeah, Paul has to be aware of that when he's going for death fist and stuff. So
the shoulder punishes Brian's 3+4. Like one of the only moves on the entire roster that does that.
Oh my god, right, forget that. Backdash, dark upper to open the game. Very, very confident start here from Relinquished.
No duck and what, I think nice use of the parry.
Should change his name from Relinquished to Relentless, man. Look at this. He's mad. All right.
Sidestep
3, yep.
That's guaranteed.
Back on 2.
That's +4. Nice.
Another instant splash. Yeah, great round from Gunny. Opening strong here in game 2.
Already looking a lot better than that last game. Tries to open up straight away with a death fist.
We heard him speak.
Nice pop, but no punish there from Gunny. Oh,
okay, into the multi throw.
Guess right.
And he got him.
Neck break.
There's no break. Oh, there it is.
What a trade.
Trade launches. We are in Wall Street. Yep,
look at that damage. Oh, big whiff from the down 4-2. The dash into giant swing. That is not easy to do for the. Oh
wow!
It should be the round. Yep, shoulder.
There it is.
The stomp as well.
Down for the count.
Listen, saying stay down. Went for the people double though. Or in the back, and yep, Gunny knows exactly what to do in that situation. I'm willing to relinquish health bar, just disappear a little bit.
Look at this. It's very, very confident. Much more confident approach here from Gunny in this second game with Paul.
The clothesline now. The whiff punishment so on point right now.
Great timing there from Relinquish, punishing the down 4-2.
Again, the
and
dash into giant swing.
The dash another again. One. This time he gets the break. Gunny doesn't want to get thrown. No punish on the whip hop kick there.
Okay, just hop kicking now.
Okay.
Oh, the giant swing
no break, and
away.
It's not going to matter. Oh my goodness me. This guy doesn't care.
And this is set
he
point.
Doesn't care, Kayla. He doesn't care.
Ryan.
Paul Phoenix must be dizzy after all of this spinning around.
Oh my! Relinquish is
the theatrics are here.
Okay, Ryan,
him up now.
I really hope Relinquish doesn't lose this game now because I feel like he's flexing a bit too much right now.
And going in, but Gunny's not giving up yet while standing 4-2 rounds each.
Against someone like Gunny, you need to finish your food. You only get one shot at the king, and you better not miss.
Isn't it, man? Eat all that food. Doesn't matter if you don't like the Brussels sprouts. They need to go in as well.
No whip punish. That's already a block punish on the death fist.
Okay.
Relinquish playing a bit more reserved now.
Yeah.
He might be scared.
With the hop kick. Gunny didn't get a good punish.
Might be regretting all of that taunting in a second.
Right, here we go.
Two-throw broken. Break. Very fast in the break.
Oh, wow. Speaking of fast, look at that dark upper. Launch into big damage and corner carry.
Okay, what's the
okay, he's all over him at the wall here, down 3.
No break on the Shining Wizard. Down back 2. What do you do now? One launch does it here for Gunny, though. He just needs one down 4-2. Giant swing not broken. Wow. That's it, Ryan.
He is mixing up the throws. Shining Wizard, Giant Swing. He put him in the blender of throws there, with from multi throws to giant swings to the one Shining Wizard. I mean, it was just too much for Goonie to manage. Too much. The mental stack was too high in the throw game.
And Ryan, how much we saw Big Dub Goonie before this event? This is the guy who's beating this guy and this guy and this guy. And
we didn't say anything about Relinquish back in the character choice.
For Relinquish to just turn around and just put that kind of performance on, that was a bit of a statement there. And I have to be honest, you know, I think the worst thing about that giant swing end is you have to watch the entire animation just knowing you're just dead. Like you're watching yourself swing around like there's nothing I can do here. I think so. What's so interesting about giant swing and the way Relinquish is mixing it up? Giant swing looks like a 1+2, but it's actually a 1 break. But what Relinquish did so well was he was dashing into it, so it looked like it could be a Shining Wizard as well. Meaning that is just a complete guess there for Goonie. And you can't guess right all the time. Relinquish knew that, and he's able to move on 2-0 over Goonie. And that is someone who, moving forward, we're going to definitely have an eye on in the bracket.
One of the techniques in mastery of King and Armor King is in the movement, because initially you learn how to throw. You learn how to throw and what the throws are. And then you learn how to do the throws quickly so that they can be hidden in movement. And then the third step to mastery is actually learning how to move so you can position and disguise your throw attempts and options. And these are very, very difficult things to master and take a long time. So this movement and execution that you're seeing from Relinquished is something that has taken a long time.
Option there. But, enough about that. We will be taking a short 5-minute break. And then when we get back, we'll be continuing with our winners semi-final action. Go get something to eat. Go get something to drink. Do not go anywhere.
I think I will go somewhere.
Masters event registration for the Tekken Online Challenge 2021 seasons open up July 31st. Each master event up to 300 circuit points up for grabs and a $2,000 prize pool. Starting from August 21st, there will be a master event held for each region. See the schedule here to find when your local master event will take place. This year, the Tekken Online Challenge has expanded to 14 regions across the globe. If you're from any of the countries or regions listed, you can compete. For this season of Tekken Online Challenge, community events are a part of the circuit once again through the dojo system. Upcoming dojo and master events can be found on the new Tekken Tournament portal. All the information you need to know about the new season is available at TekkenWorldTour.com. Go to TekkenWorldTour.com to begin signing up and competing in the Tekken Online Challenge 2021 season.
Music is killing me. Okay, everybody. Thank you for watching, thank you for joining, be safe, stay healthy, don't forget to be happy. I will play some Final Fantasy after short break. It was interesting. I wonder what the comments gonna say. Wait, let's read some comments. Bra, Tekken is trash, still watching the stream. So go watch MKLA Tekken needs to be remastered on PlayStation. Music is too loud. Still haven't answered my question. No new game looks boring. Miss Curry. Sure. I'm done. Okay. See you in like 20 minutes or so. I will play some Final Fantasy. Thank you again.